Come source Ollies with me. Okay, full disclosure, you should not be using Ollies for Amazon. They do not provide the proper documentation to get you out of an IP or to get you out of a counterfeit. Despite you taking pictures, I can tell you firsthand that it does not work. You can use them for Walmart, but I would tread carefully and assess the risk for your business and your business only. Okay, first things first is the grocery aisle. Now, Ollie's has a lot of groceries. This one was a smaller Ollie, so it was kind of consolidated in what they actually had. But I would say to keep in mind that their expiration dates are crazy. Like, a lot of this stuff was going to be expiring in March, so you can't sell it. This store I visit frequently, so I was kind of already aware of what was expiring, what's good, what's not, and believe it or not, most of it was not. I actually just spotted a bolo that I did not see when I was there. Interesting. Okay. So yeah, grocery can be really good, but you just kind of have to tread carefully at Ollie's. The next aisle over is the cleaning stuff. I have found some really good gems in here that I used to sell on Amazon. Again, tread carefully. I would not do that now. So you kind of have to figure out rescan everything for Walmart, figure out what's profitable there, what's not. Also, be aware that a lot of cleaning chemicals would be considered hazmat. So if you are going to merchant fulfill, to have the proper boxes and labels to ship that stuff out. Again, this aisle, I didn't really see anything that I hadn't seen before. Nothing that stood out to me. Lots of Febreze. Okay, my next aisle is my favorite aisle, which is the health and beauty and personal care, HBC. I'm going to slow this down. Again, this is a huge category to be careful of. It's pretty much restricted through and through on Amazon. You can sell it on Walmart, but almost every month they're coming out with more and more brands that we as resellers cannot resell. So maybe don't pick up a pallet of, hairspray or something without the proper research on it first, especially if you can't move it quickly. Now it's time for the bolos. Okay, this is the exciting part. So the very first thing that I found was some period underwear. It sells on Amazon for $19.99, as you can see, but on Walmart for $18.53 with a profit of $7.31, which I thought was crazy. Walmart is the only seller on it, so definitely make sure it doesn't require a pre-approval first. I don't think that it does, but just in case. Also, this is a great reminder that you do not need to undercut Walmart in order to be competitive. A lot of the times you can come in at the same price as them or even over their price and still move products. Keep that in mind. Okay, next up is this St. Ivy's Hydrating Body Wash. I'd never seen the scent before, so I thought it was interesting. There was no cost in the WFS, which means that somebody just hasn't sent it in. So I put a rough guesstimate at $5.45 because it's kind of heavy, and then the price was $2.99. So profit is $2.52, ROA 84%. I mean, that's pretty decent for what it is. There's 13 sellers, which isn't crazy, so it's something to keep an eye on. This next one, I had seen the brand before, but I've never seen this specific one. So it's really low on the ROI. Unfortunately, my sellers would not load in store, so I couldn't see the next price, but that might be something worth you doing your research. Okay, I love Dove Men. A lot of them are often discontinued, and you can turn it for a good profit. This one specifically, you're looking at a little under $4, which is not bad. My store only had 4 of them. So this product I had never seen before, but Baby Dove is pretty big. One thing I want to point out that's super important is under badges, it has an 100 plus people's cart and popular pick, which is always great for fast moving products. It's selling at $7.47 and the buy cost is $3.99. So that's obviously not going to be very profitable. You'll see Walmart has the most with 302 in stock. But again, you don't have to compete with Walmart by undercutting them. So we'll go ahead and put in the $3.99 just to show you what the profit is. So we'd be negative. But I believe the next closest person was $14. So let's go ahead and put in that $14 and then we'll see what kind of profit that we can turn with that. Now you do see the $13.95, but they have shipping in there. So the next lowest price is $14. So I'm going to go ahead and add that and you will see The profit is really good on this one. We're looking at $3.46, which is an 87% ROI. And not to mention, this moves quick because it's in 100 plus people's cart and it's a popular pick. I most definitely would get this if I saw it. Again, I'm going to say it again and again and again. You don't have to undercut Walmart in order for them to share the buy box. Okay, this next product, you'll see there's a 1-pack, a 3-pack, a 3-pack, a 1-pack. I think there's even a 2-pack. Like, there was just so many different variations of it, and it's hard to know which one is the good one to send. So first thing that I did, I like to do multi-packs more than singles because they don't price error as much. So the first thing that I want to see is how much is it worth. The cost was $8.97 for a 3-pack. And so for WFS costs, I just went ahead and put $5.95 because that is like a pretty good guesstimate for stuff like this. And you'll see that the profit's $5.47, ROI 61%. Now the question is which one moves, because there's not a lot of data on them. So what I like to do is set alerts. Again, my sellers wasn't working in stores, so I wasn't able to get what the stock would be to fill this out, but you can just switch between the comparisons and then put in the current value and add an alert. And so whenever it drops below a certain number, you'll get an alert on it. So that's what I would do for that one, just because there's so many different variations, and then whichever one you get an alert on, that's the one that you know to move. Okay, this next one is probably one of the best finds. It is selling for $12.97 and buy cost is $1.99. Are you out of your mind? Okay, seriously, that one was really good. Again, I couldn't load the sellers in store, so definitely do your research on that one, but from what I've been able to tell, it was a really good buy. Okay, next, I had never seen these before. They had Spider-Man ones, Paw Patrol ones, different themed ones. I think these could be good for Easter, but they are a little bit high. They were $5.99, so the ROI is lower than I would want it to be. But if you have a coupon, that'll bring the price down, and the price might go up. It just could be like, the seller that's a little low. But I think that these could be really good for Easter. They're like the little fidget things, just different brands. Definitely do your research, maybe do some alerts on those. It was just difficult because I couldn't load the seller, so I couldn't see who the other seller was and what price they had it at, and maybe that person who was at $13.95 was just a low baller. I walked past this so many times, but my son wanted it, and so I decided to scan it, and wow, I was surprised. Sell price $15.99, buy cost $5.99, profit $4.15, 69.31% ROI, and there's only 2 sellers on the listing, and it looks like they don't have a ton of inventory. So that one definitely surprised me. Like I said, I've walked past it multiple times. It does say that it might be gated, but definitely try to put it in your catalog and see, because people will press that just to steer people away. Something I want to point out, when you go to Ollie's and buy stuff, if you see shelves and shelves of product, chances are your Ollie's is not the only one that got that much product. Look at how many they have. So if this store has this many, then chances are other stores around you have a ton. So if this is an item that you want to go deep in, make sure it's something that it moves really quick and that you have a plan for the SKU if anything were to go wrong. Please, please, please keep that in mind. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Bye.